Hi again. So, okay. I posted a video earlier about Life 101. Great. And I even talked about parenting because, the world's population is increased by people who have sex and have kids. So, most of us are parents. I just got a call from I don't know who, random phone number, saying that I'm an unhealthy parent. So, if you're watching this and my last video bothered you, I'm sorry you're offended. I'm not sorry for anything I say. If I say something hurtful, I apologize for it. However, I don't know you. I don't know you from a price of tea in China. So, that being said, yes, I am an unhealthy parent. I let my kids cuss. I let my daughter be a furry. I let my 13-year-old color her hair. If that's unhealthy, then heaven forbid. I don't let either of them show their bodies off. Ever. Let's see. What else? Neither of them are out at night. If I don't have a direct phone contact with anybody that they're at, if they're going to somebody else's house, I must know, first off, that the parents are there and will be there. I have to meet the parents. It's not just one of those, yeah, sure, you can go to Jane's house because you say that's where you're going. No. I make sure that's where they're at. I make sure that's what they're doing. I make sure that it's okay. That's not an unhealthy parent. That's a protective parent. Let's see. I let my kids watch YouTube. Guess what? There's parental settings that you can put on it that stops them from seeing things like, the red room of pain in 50 Shades of Grey. You can block things like that. In fact, you can go into their phone and even set the parental settings to have anything that they see being 10 and under. And my kids are teenagers, and guess what? That's what they have. Let's see. My fridge, yes, I'll admit, there is that jar of moonshine somewhere in there. That is in there. Along with a gallon and a half of milk, plenty of juice, lots of fresh fruit, plenty of vegetables, cubed cheese because I like to make homemade macaroni, bologna for sandwiches, there's jelly, there's pickles. One of my daughters has a thing for pickles. Sorry, that was one of my notifications. Anyway, let's see what else is in there. I have butter, eggs, coffee creamer because coffee is, the spice of life. My cabinets. Oh my goodness. You would be appalled by my cabinets. I mean, I have macaroni and spaghetti. Like, who needs all those carbs? And then there's yellow rice. It's not even white. That must obviously be a problem. Which, speaking of which, did you know that yellow rice, the saffron in it, is anti-inflammatory? One of the reasons there's quite a few packets of that in my cabinet is because of the MS. Which that does make me an unhealthy parent because I don't have 100% perfect health. I do have low cholesterol. I have low blood pressure. I do have a speech problem, but that's because of the MS. Let's see. What else? Turmeric is also anti-inflammatory. I also have Himalayan salt instead of normal sea salt, partly because it's bleached and you don't need that in your body. I prefer the natural stuff. I have cookies. Yes. And soda. I'm definitely an unhealthy parent. Let's see. My kids don't have Legos anymore. Mostly because they outgrew it. I do laundry. Yeah, unhealthy parent. Let's see. that means I have to touch dirty socks and clothes that they probably just haven't changed because they slept in it and decided that that's what they wanted to do. Mind you, they know that we have a washer and a dryer and, how to even start it. It's amazing. It's an amazing concept. Let's see. What else would make me an unhealthy parent? Let's see. Oh, I say fuck a lot. Like, I don't give a fuck that you think I'm unhealthy. That's a good one. Let's see. I can do a 4-mile walk. I don't run. Walk. In 45 minutes. Yes. I'm unhealthy. Let's see. One of my daughters, she's about, 4 inches taller than me and outweighs me. But I make her help me with our dogs that easily weigh 60 pounds. And I, make sure that my kids help me bathe them and feed them and walk them, because that's a whole lot easier than clipping their nails. You know what? That would make me unhealthy too. One of them is a pit bull, because they're such an aggressive breed. And obviously I'm such an aggressive person that obviously my dogs would just be horribly mean. That's unhealthy. Sarcasm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's one of the chromosomes in my DNA. That could make me unhealthy. Let's see. Do we have toothbrushes? I think we have toothbrushes. Pretty sure I have a couple. One for travel, one for at home, and then an extra one at home in case I can't find the one for travel, if that makes any sense. Shampoo. Do I have shampoo? You know what? As a matter of fact, I do, because I went to go buy my kind that my kids like to steal because it smells amazing. It's the chamomile and rose shampoo by Aveeno. Absolutely amazing. Like, you just lather it up and you just... It's awesome. Anyway, my kids steal it, and I meant to buy me the shampoo and the conditioner, but I forgot the conditioner. Well, I didn't forget the conditioner. I grabbed a second bottle of shampoo, so I do have plenty of shampoo. One of my daughters, because she's blonde, not mentally, I mean, she has her spastic moments because she's a teen. Anyway, she has the fine hair tendencies, So she has the apple cider vinegar shampoo and conditioner because it actually helps with that. And it helps with the knots not be there. Even though she hates to brush her hair, it's one of those, break them till you make it type thing. I mean, granted, you don't break them. You can't break your kids. You can idolize it. You can envision it just being like, I just smacked you upside your head because you told me that a 63 is still passing. Granted, one of the times I did a 4-mile walk was so I didn't actually, smack my kid. It was taking myself out of that situation for a moment. Yep, I'm an unhealthy parent. Let's see. I make my kids go to bed. I say not being on the phone after 10 p.m. Oh my goodness. Wow, yeah. That's really pushing it on the bad parent scale. I mean, like, let's just face it. That's just pushing it. What else? I'm pretty sure there's like a ton of other things that I do that would make me like one of the worst moms out there. Let's see. Do I have a live-in boyfriend? No. Do I have a boyfriend? No. What else? Do I live with their fathers? Because my girls have 2 separate dads. No, I don't live with either one. One of them is not allowed to be around them. So that's why I'm not with my ex-husband. And the other father, it didn't work for us. I had sex, I had a child. I raise her. Obviously, I'm a bad mom. She does see her father, by the way. Let's see. Oh, I have tattoos. Self-expression. Yes, that is absolutely a horrible trait. Don't ever, seriously, don't ever express yourself. I mean, Madonna tried it, and look how well that went for her. She just became this, like, superstar who's obviously got tons of money. And then there's Pink. I mean, she has tattoos and, you know, does the twirling thing on the hoops and the ribbon up in the air and, you know, tells girls that they're fucking perfect. Yeah, what kind of parent is that? I mean, seriously, that's got to absolutely be a horrible parent, right? No. Somebody who is real and honest and says, hey, guess what? You're being an asshole right now. That's a real person. Somebody who is saying, no, that boy is not worth you even looking at him because he's sitting there and telling you that you have thick thighs. No, that means he's checking out your body and not your personality. Yeah, that's obviously not something they need. That's what being a parent is. It's making sure that you correct your kid and then making sure that you love them 100%. No matter what, no matter if you're mad at them, no matter if your face is as red as a strawberry and they have failed 3 of their classes because they're just not applying themselves. No matter what, you love them. No matter what, no matter how far they push your patience, you keep going and going like an Energizer Bunny. Eventually, you're going to just dress up like the Energizer Bunny for Halloween because it makes it so much simpler to just be who you feel like you are. Or you can be me and just be who I am because that's how I am. I am realistic. I tell my clients when they're on their table, the only way that they can be 100% for anybody else 100% of the time if they are 100% true to themselves at least once a day. When I turned 37 this year, I decided that this was going to be a year that I am real to me, that I was going to fix me. I was going to work on me and focus on me being who I am and who I'm meant to be and not edit myself because other people say I have to. That's what I decided. I tell my clients to stretch and meditate and drink water. I drink water all the time. I stretch all the time because it actually helps me function better. I even have done aerial yoga. That is a workout. That is amazing. Like if you go to Swansboro, which is near where I live, they do aerial yoga and the instructors are phenomenal. I love it. To be able to hang like Spider-Man, seriously. 1, I'm not a man. 2, I'm definitely not a superhero. But to be able to do that, even being curvy, that gives you such, like, just this great feeling of accomplishment. It's better than anything. Seriously. You don't have to like me. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if my kids tomorrow wake up and they're PMSing and they're just completely mad at me and I am the very, like, essence of everything they hate. I don't care. Because I still love them. I still take care of them. I am still here. If they need chocolate and somebody to lean on when they cry and somebody to hug them, guess what? I'm here. If they need somebody to defend them and stop the bullies from being mean to them, I'm there. You can ask my daughters how many of their friends I have gotten face to face with them and told them, you will not treat her like that. That's the parent that I am. I didn't ask you for your guidebook. And obviously I'm not about to. If you're going to call me and tell me that you got a complaint or that you're going to complain that I'm a bad or unhealthy mother, congratulations, that's your opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. and apparently your family has more than one. So, that being said, that was probably a little bit harsh, and for that, I am sorry, because I shouldn't put that out there. I really shouldn't. I should put out positive vibes and happiness. However, there are times when people do not put that back at you, and you need to just absorb it and decide what you're going to do with it. So this is what I'm doing with what you decided to call me with. This is what I'm doing. I'm addressing it. I'm not giving you the chance to smart off with me. I'm not giving you the chance to yell back at me. You don't have to like how I do things in my life. You don't have to like how I parent. You don't have to like how I cook. You don't have to like how I clean. You don't have to like any of it. That's fine. You don't even have to look at me. And guess what? This is the part where the relationship is 100% on both of their parts. I don't have to look at you either. So, tomorrow, you won't have any effect on me. Maybe you influenced my behavior after the phone call or during the phone call, hence why I laughed at you. Because, okay. And, I mean, like, seriously, come on. Let's be adults here. At least I think that's what you are. You sounded like one. You didn't behave like one. Am I behaving like an adult? I'm sure there are parents that are like, hey, yeah, go for it. And just like you, there's going to be other people that are like, seriously, what the fuck? Oh, I said fuck again. I'm being unhealthy. My apologies. So, I mean, it is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. Granted, my grain of salt is Himalayan. It's a little bit different than yours. But, tomato. But just so you know, calling people and telling them something like that and hanging up, do you really think that that was something that you want your kids to see? That you're going to call this person, remain anonymous, and tell them it's a bad parent complaint and hang up? That tells your kids a couple of things right there. That tells anybody near you a couple of things, in fact. One, that you're a passive aggressive. So you'll start something and not finish it. You'll irritate someone and then not care if they deserved it. You'll not care how your actions affect other people. I've had quite a few people like that in my life. Quite a few. Sadly, some of them are family. But like I said, tomato, right? Another thing it teaches them is that when you decide to stand up for yourself, you only do it to a certain point. That's not what I'm about. When I stand up for myself, it's for the right reasons. It's fully 100%. A few years ago, 2016, in fact, shortly after my birthday, my ex decided that kicking my ass and nearly killing me was the next best thing to sliced bread. He even went out in the dining room and told my kids that it was their fault. Not right now, River. You're okay. Sorry. Anyway, he went out in the dining room and told my kids that it was their fault. That it was happening to me. A grown man did that. Told my kids it was their fault. I was bleeding and, horrible. A grown man. Okay. A bad parent is the one who goes out and blames the kids for a fight with the other adult. That's a bad parent. A bad parent is staying with the abusive person. And guess what? I didn't stay with him. I left him. And I made sure I pressed charges. That's not a bad parent. That's standing up for myself. I've told staff sergeants in the military, you want my respect? You got to give it to me first. I'll do what you tell me to do, because in the military, that's what you do. But it doesn't mean they get my respect. There's a difference. Guess what? He didn't like it. Guess what? I didn't care. 100%. So the next time you call somebody, one, you own it. In fact, watch Suicide Squad. Harley says it. She even says, own that shit. You know why? Because you're not being true to yourself if you don't. If you say, yeah, I hit somebody with a hammer, and then you just walk away, that's not owning it. That's not accepting responsibility. That's not apologizing for if it was an accident. None of it. That's just saying you did it. It's not owning it. I own my mistakes. So the next time you call me, or anybody for that matter, first off, acknowledge who you are. Let's just pick a name. Let's say your name is Jenny. You know, because that's just a common name. Okay. So it would be, I'm Jenny, and I'm complaining that you are a bad parent. Present tense. Not, I have a complaint. Okay. So it's written down and put in a box somewhere? No, I'm complaining is how that should be said. Just so you know. The next time you call somebody, you say, this is why. This is what I think you should do. If you think I should roll over and die, then that's what you say. If you think I need a lesson in parenting, that's what you say. If you think I could just shove it up my ass, that's what you say. But regardless, you say it. You don't hang up. That's just a disgrace to yourself. That's a disrespect to yourself. That's saying, I'm going to open my mouth, and then guess what? I'm putting myself on mute. Really? Come on. We're adults. Obviously, I don't have a problem opening my mouth and saying something. Obviously, you have a problem opening your ears and hearing it, and then saying it. Okay, that's what you need to work on. It's not a big deal. What I like to do is I'll take sage and I'll cleanse me first. And then I use Palo Santo and I use dragon's blood. And this probably sounds really weird to other people, but I promise it's not totally crazy. And I cleanse myself just like I'm going to do after this. I'm going to cleanse myself because I don't need your negative energy. I don't. Negative energy is like a flu virus. It's airborne. It's just out there and it destroys. It's not worth it. It's not. So own it. Whoever you are, whatever your issue is in life, if I'm saying something and it's just ringing true to you, like your kids walk all over you, if they do, I am so sorry. Because you know what? Kids really need a wake-up call these days. They really do. If that's what struck a nerve, I am sorry for that. I am sorry your kids walk on you. If it's that your child came out and you don't know how to address it, that is incredibly hard. But I can tell you this, love them no matter what. Don't be the person that says it's okay to be gay, just don't show it. Don't be the person that says not in my house. Don't do that. You'll push them away and you'll lose them. If I said something about health that's getting to you and you hurt nonstop like I do, there are ways to manage it without taking a million prescriptions. I've been there. I've taken myself off of opioids, or however you pronounce it, and painkillers because I don't need to be loopy in the head. Obviously, I already sound loopy to everybody. I don't need it worse in my own head. You know, just saying. That's life. If you're in pain, physically, I empathize with you. It's no way to feel. It sucks. And you do feel helpless when you talk to your doctor and you're like, it hurts when I bend over, no matter what I do with my legs, no matter what I do with my spine, it hurts. And the doctors tell you, okay, well, maybe it's fibromyalgia because it's like this blanket diagnosis. Or they say, you're not drinking enough water. I've even had an audiologist tell me that if I lost weight, I would I would get my hearing back. An audiologist told me that. At that point, I wasn't exactly nice, but I was blunt. This doctor was heavy set, very heavy set, with 2 hearing aids. And I looked at him and asked him if it worked for him, because I didn't even know what to say. I was about the size I am now. I didn't lose my hearing because I got fat and my ears just suddenly swelled up and it clogged the ear canal and the ear hair like disintegrated. Like, that would be a stretch for even the comic universe when it comes to hearing loss. To tell a person that they're fat and that's why they lost their hearing. I get it when doctors just don't even know what they're saying anymore. And you don't know what to do. I get it. I can tell you that I create products. I do. I create them. I am working with a company to get them patented because they are the only of its kind. It is a soap you can use in the shower that will take away your pain, a lotion that you can use to help with PMS. Like,